Hey guys, Calvin here. Thank you so much for joining us on our 30 Days of Mindful Movement Challenge. This is week one, and week one's theme is Earth. So today's class is going to focus a lot on midsection strength and standing postures to develop some grounding and just some overall strength to carry you through the challenge. Just as a reminder, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can follow along in the challenge a little bit easier. So once you're ready, meet me on the mat and we'll get started. So we're going to start in hands and knees in a tabletop position just to get a little stretch in the forearms and wrists. So go ahead and turn your hands backwards. And then start to slide the knees back a little bit, allowing the shoulders to move back. And just breathe. Start to establish your breathing pattern. So breathe in and out of the nose, across the back of the throat. Nice and slow, but deep. And now from here, turn your hands forwards. Reach your chest forward, press the entire hand down, root the fingertips down, plank pose. So chest forward and breathe. Firm the upper arm, be very strong with the legs. And then lower down to your forearms. Have the palms face each other for right now. Feet a little wider than hip width apart. Drop your heels to the left, chest forward. Thumbs up towards the ceiling, outer edges of the hand root down. Switch sides, heels to the right, chest forward. Back onto your toes, walk your feet back towards the back edge of the mat. Chest forward. Keep breathing. And then regular distance, one arm at a time. Plank pose, pull your hips back, down dog. So reach through the arms and legs. Heels heavy, toes light, fingertips reach. Take a couple breaths here, look for some space across the back of the shoulders. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Hold your elbows, hang. You can bend the knees a little bit. You can have the legs straight. Just don't push all the weight in your heels. And then arms hang down and roll up to standing. Step to the front of your mat, feet hip width apart. Hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Step back to plank. Make your way through your vinyasa. And after the up dog, come back into plank. And just hold. So instead of holding down dog through your sun salutes, you're going to hold plank. Pull your hips back, bend your knees, look forward, step or jump. Inhale halfway, and exhale, fold. All the way up, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Step back to plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Keep the arms straight. Keep the shoulders here. Plank pose. Press the whole hand down. Chest forward, upper arm hugs in. For one breath, pull your hips back, look forward, left foot forward, then your right. Inhale halfway, and exhale fold. All the way up on your inhale, hands to your heart. So your Namaskar B. Inhale, chair, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, step back to plank, through your regular vinyasa to down dog. Now right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale up, warrior one. Hands down, through your vinyasa to down dog. And you can always skip the vinyasas. Left foot steps forward, right heel down. Inhale up, hands down, This time, chaturanga, up dog, and plank. Firm the upper arm, press the whole hand down. Breathe deep across the back of the throat. For one breath, pull your hips back. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale halfway and fold. Chair pose on your inhale. And stand up, hands together at your heart. So just because we skipped that last part of the vinyasa on the left side, we'll do the left side first in the second round of Surya B. Inhale, chair pose, and exhale, fold. Inhale halfway, step back to plank, through your vinyasa to down dog. This time, left foot steps forward first, right heel down. Inhale up, warrior one, hands down, through your vinyasa or straight to down dog. And then right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale all the way up, hands down, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and plank. Breathe. From here, bend your knees till they're an inch off the floor. Reach your chest forward, pull your hands and feet towards each other. Draw your belly in. Straighten your legs, pull your hips back. Step your right foot forward, put your left knee down, release the toes, low lunge. So as you lunge into your right leg, work your inner thighs towards each other, lift your chest high, take a few breaths. Look for that sensation across the front of the left leg. And from here, step back to down dog. From down dog, step your left foot forward, put your right knee down. Hands on the knee, lift your chest up. Take a few more breaths here. Draw the navel in a little. Stand a little taller in the torso. Lunge slightly deeper in the left leg. And this time, hands down. Step your right foot forward to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway. Pick your heels up and sit down onto your butt. Lift your chest up. Lift your legs up. Arms forward and then draw them back. So Navasana, and then lower to Ardha Navasana. Keep your shoulders off the floor, feet off the floor, breathe. Now from here, bend your right knee in towards your chest and extend your leg up. Lift your left leg up to meet it, and then pick your hips up off the floor, fingertips on the floor. And lower your legs till they're almost down, arms forward. Keep the chest up. Now bend your left knee in and extend the leg up. Lift your right leg up. Once it gets up, fingertips down, pick your hips up off the floor, hold, reach through your toes, and lower the legs. Reach your arms back. Interlace everything with index and thumb. 3 times to the right side. Lift your right leg, reach your arms to the right. Inhale back. So same side, 2 more times. Exhale, lift and twist. And back. Same side, lift and twist. And back. Now we're going to go to the left side. So exhale, left leg up, reach to the left, and lower. Exhale up, and lower. Exhale up, and lower. Now, hands behind your head, elbows in. Bring your knees to touch your elbows. Extend your legs out, tap your heels down. 2 more times like that, knees touch the elbows. Extend out and tap. Knees touch your elbows. Extend out and tap. Now, knees touch your elbows, hold. This time, extend your legs up to the ceiling. Lower them down, tap the floor. Lift the legs up, knees and elbows together. Lift the legs back up, 2 more times. So lower down and tap, lift up, knees and elbows. Legs up, lower down and tap. Lift up, knees to elbows. Arms forward, extend the legs out. Come up to Navasana, cross your legs, and step back to down dog. Reach through your arms and legs, breathe. Now from here, step your right foot just inside of your right thumb. Turn your back heel down and draw your right hip back. Send your chest forward and be very strong with your left leg. So reach your left heel into the floor a lot. And take your hands to your hips. Lift your chest up. Turn your chest forward. Warrior one. 1 minute. So lift the arms. Maybe hook the thumbs and pull them apart. Chest turns forward. Right hip draws back. Lift the back ribs high. Slow your breathing. Be very strong with the arms. Lift the rib cage, but try not to work to lift the chest. That's going to happen naturally. Tall in the back ribs. About halfway there. Lunge a little deeper. Try not to grip the right toes. Spin the inner left thigh back as the hip turns forward. Reach high. Last few breaths here. Hands down, just step back to down dog. Reach through the arms and legs. Press the whole hand down. And then left foot inside of the left thumb. So the foot's to the left a little bit. Turn your right heel down. Draw your left hip back. Get really strong with your right leg as you start to come up onto your fingertips and the chest turns forward. Then hands to your hips and up. Chest faces forward, left hip firm. Arms up. Hook the thumbs. Pull them apart. 1 minute here. Slow your breathing. Reach through your right leg a lot. Have the forefingers nice and active. And as the thumbs pull apart, the back of the shoulders remain broad. Find your breathing pattern, just like in the beginning of class. In and out of the nose, across the back of the throat. Stay with it. Keep breathing. You're about halfway there. And really look to find some strength and grounding within these standing postures as you hold for a while. And it really is the longer holds that teach you more about your alignment and build the strength in these poses. Lunge a little deeper, strong with the right leg. Couple more breaths, not too much longer. One more. Downward facing dog. Reach through the arms and legs, breathe. Now step your right foot forward. Turn your back heel down. Warrior two. Lift the right side waist. This time, 2 minutes. Hug the upper arm in. Pick a point to focus on with your gaze and breathe deep. Reach a lot through your left arm and leg. Have the chest turn to the left as the right hip draws in. And feel the inner left thigh lift away from the floor. The arms, they really reach. So look to be wide across the chest and the upper back and have them reach apart. And the right heel is heavy as you lunge into the leg, but the right side waist lifts. Try not to make the legs do all the work. All 4 limbs are active. The midsection turned on a little bit to support all that length. And then you're just breathing. Same as the beginning of class, just probably a little bit deeper and a little harder. As that happens, work to slow the pace. You've been here 1 minute, you're halfway there. Notice if your right toes are starting to grip the floor. Make an effort to keep the weight in the heel, and if that is happening, reach through your left arm and leg more. Notice how that upper arm starts to tire. So instead of holding the shoulders up, reach the hands further. Feel like the forearm, the wrist, the hand becomes a little more active so that you don't have to use the upper arm quite so much, and lunge deeper. 30 seconds left. Bend a little deeper. 20 seconds. Notice if the lower back is pushing forward. Draw the navel in a little bit if that's happening. Stay with it. Almost there. Downward facing dog. Take a vinyasa or just step straight back. Once you get there, step your feet together, lift your right leg up and back, open the hip up, move the leg around if that feels good. And set your foot down. Reset. Reach through the arms and legs. Slow your breathing. Firm the upper arm. Left foot forward. Warrior 2. It's the same thing. 2 minutes. Kind of pace yourself. If you notice that you wore out pretty quick on the first one, don't bend so deep. Work towards going deeper. Keep that left heel heavy. And really feel the right inseam of the right leg work. So maybe even feel like the foot draws forward a little bit to wake up the inseam. The chest is turning to the right as the arms reach apart. And you're tall in the back ribs. If it doesn't feel good in the neck to look forward, you can always look to the right a little bit. Nice and strong with the arms. Smooth with your breath. And just notice the left toes. They're going to want to start to grip into the floor. Don't let that happen. Ease into the left leg more if you can. You're halfway there. Notice if as you bend into the leg, the torso is starting to lean forward. The right hip sinks a little as the left side waist lifts. So you're nice and tall on both sides of the torso. Keep that turn of the chest with that upright position as the arms remain wide. Chest and upper back broad. Upper arm hugs in. So it's kind of like the bicep and the tricep hug towards each other to hug the upper arm bone in. And then the hands reach those arm bones out of the shoulder socket instead of the shoulders just hiking up and clenching. You got about 30 seconds left. Keep breathing. As hard as it is, it's almost over. Bend a little deeper if you can. Keep the turn of the chest. Last few breaths. And then hands down. Step back to down dog. Step your feet together. Lift your left leg up and back and open the hip up. If you want to move the leg around, go for it. And set your foot down. Reset. Reach through the arms and legs. Press into the floor. Press the upper thigh bone back. Heels heavy. And now step your right foot forward. Walk it to the right a few inches. Crescent lunge. Arms high. 1 minute. Wrap the outer arms. Extend the side body up through the arms. Look for a lot of width across the back of the shoulder. And lift the rib cage up through the use of the arms as you lunge the lower body down with the right leg. Pick a point to focus on with your gaze and just breathe deep. Arms nice and strong. Use them as an extension of the side body. You're already halfway there. Breathe across the back of the throat. If you have tighter shoulders, reach the arms forward like I am to help lift the back body taller. With tighter shoulders, the arms going up will just stick the front body out. Now stay with it a little bit longer. Last few breaths. Reach up. One more. Hands down. Down dog. Again, reset before the second side. Reach through the arms and legs. Get grounded. Reestablish your breathing pattern. And then step your left foot forward. Walk it to the left a little bit. It'll be easier to balance that way. Come on up. 1 minute. So again, look for the width across the back of the shoulders. If it helps you to hook the thumbs and pull them apart, absolutely do it. Make sure that when you're turning the arms, looking for external rotation, you're not twisting the wrist or elbow. As you'll notice, I can do that without affecting the shoulders. It's the tricep, the upper arm, that turns so that the tip of the shoulder blade can wing towards the side ribs, and you can create a little bit of space in the base of the neck. Again, the arms reach high. You're about halfway there already, so breathe deep. Stay with it. Keep the arms lifting, lunge deeper in the left leg. Couple more breaths. And hands down. Step back to down dog. Now from here, set your knees down and then sit down onto your butt and extend your legs out. With your legs out, press the heels into the floor, feet about hip width apart, and lay down onto your back. So keep the heels down to start. We'll move back into some abdominal exercises. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders up and release. Exhale, up and down. Up and down. Lift up, lower down. Up and hold. Reach your arms forward. Bend your knees and hover your heels off the floor. Look up. Now lightly, fingertips on the floor, heels down, lift your knees all the way in towards your chest until your hips lift off the floor, arms forward. Now extend your legs out and tap, and then knees back in, lift the hips up, and keep going. So the legs extend out. As you draw the knees in, you pick your hips up. Continue to move with your breath. Now next time you're in, pause. Let the hips settle down, knees above the hips, feet in line with the knees, hands behind your head. We'll move into bicycles. So extend your left leg out and twist. Come back to the center. Right leg out and twist. Keep going. Side to side, move with your breath. And after the left side, pause. Take your legs up to the ceiling and about as wide as your mat. Reach your arms forward with the chest up. Reach the arms forward and cross your wrists, one on top of the other, and then release down. Exhale up, switch the crossing of the wrists, and lower down. Make a fist, cross the wrists, and lower, lift up, and lower. Up and down, lift up and lower. 2 more times, up and down, up and down. Now arms forward, lower your feet till they're almost at the floor. Flutter kicks. And then go sideways. And then pause. Reach your arms to the back of the room. Head down, draw your belly in, keep your feet and your hands off the floor. Squeeze in for 3, 2, 1. Release it down. From here, hug your knees into your chest and sit up nice and tall. Extend your legs out. Bend your right knee. Place the foot flat. With your left elbow, hug the right knee and look past your right shoulder from Marichyasana. Inner left thigh down, left toes up. Chest nice and high. Be on your right fingertips if you can, so you're not too heavy. And then look past the left shoulder and extend your right leg out. Bend your left knee, foot flat, Right elbow hugs the left knee. Inner right thigh down, toes up. Turn to the left as you look past the shoulder. Be on your left fingertips, you're nice and light. Lift the chest up as you rotate. Look past your right shoulder and release it. Now turn towards the right side of your mat and take your legs as wide as you can. So toes up, Upavishta. This is one of my favorite poses, so especially after the harder classes, I love to finish with this to open the back of the legs. We'll do this and a couple other stretches, but try to reach your chest forward. Maybe the elbows come down. Maybe you stay on the fingertips. Depends on your level of flexibility. But stay active through the legs. Try to have your heels on your mat. So for most of us, that means that your butt is off your mat. But holding this pose with the heels on the wood or on the regular floor can be a little irritating when you hold for a while. So we're in the cool down phase. So no more deeper breathing. Breathe smooth. Relaxed pace as you get these last few stretches in to finish out the practice. As you're slowing your breath, notice if maybe the inhale or the exhale is a little dominant. If you're pushing the exhale still to get a lot of air on the inhale, really make an effort to slow down on the exhale. Last few breaths here. And slowly walk the hands in, come up to seated, turn towards the front of the mat. Sukhasana. Just cross the legs in the center of the shin, scoot the hips back a little bit, and walk your hands forward, maybe coming down onto your elbows and forearms. If you have a block at home that you want to put underneath your forehead, you could do that. Reach through the heels. Again, really slow down your breathing as much as you can. From here, start to walk your hands back. As you sit up, switch the crossing of the legs. Try to cross towards the center of the shin, scoot your hips back a little, and then walk the hands out. Reach through the heels, breathe. And walk your hands back. Switch back to the original, crossing your legs. Rest your palms on your knees or thighs. Lift your chest. For a few moments, just sit with your eyes closed. Slow your breathing. Get nice and grounded in the seated position. Lift your chest high and relax your shoulders. For a couple cycles of breath, listen to your breathing. Slowly open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining me in today's class. And as a reminder, follow us on our YouTube channel so that you can follow along in our 30 Days of Mindful Movement Challenge a little bit easier. Have a great day.